Here we have the 2020 Corvette C8 Z51. And this one comes in ceramic matrix gray metallic on Morello Red Dipped perforated leather seats. It's got that LT2 6.2 liter V8 engine, made it to an 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. And with the Z51 package, you get 495 horsepower and 470 pound-foot of torque. Just a beautiful car. And this color combination has actually become my favorite. Got your LED daytime running lights. And this one has your 19 and 20 inch aluminum wheels. And with the Z51 package, you can see you've got your bigger brake rotors. Open the door, pull up down here. There's that beautiful Morello red interior. You've got the Bose Performance Sound System, memory seating, power windows, and then there are your power door locks there. Gonna take a look in the trunk. And there's your dual mode exhaust right there. There's the back trunk. And there's the engine bay. And before we go to the front, we'll check out the passenger side. Of course, both seats are power with power lumbar support. They just look fantastic. Also memory seating on the passenger side. And then there's the front trunk right there. Kind of see in there. Of course, your leather wrapped steering wheel. Got a rear camera mirror. Navigation. Check out some of those features. You got AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And there's your nav in full screen. Of course, here's your performance data recorder. And it's always recording, so you can lap your or time your laps, 0 to 60s, all of that. And then if you want to put the video on there, you've got different settings for that as well. And then of course for your cameras, you've got several different views to keep you from hitting curbs and things of that nature. It's the backup. And you've got the front curb. Then you've got the a different view from the curb as well for the front. You can toggle the lines on and off too. And next for your, well, let's look at some more gauges and such. You've got your transmission shifter here. Press for park, hold back for reverse, press for neutral, hold back for drive, and then press for manual shifting. And then here you can raise the car up with this button here. You can turn your traction control off. You can toggle that camera by hitting that button here. And then your modes, you control from right here. Then you've got dual zone climate controls, heated and cooled seats, and the rest of your climate controls here, driver and passenger. And then here's your key fob here. You get a black one and a chrome one. And there's your wireless charging pad. There's a quick view of the back. And then we're gonna zoom in on the heads-up display right there. There's your gauge cluster. And your cruise controls here. Got your heated steering wheel, then Bluetooth controls. Of course, your paddle shifters. Push button start. So next thing we're gonna do is, of course, take the C8 out on the road for a quick test drive. All right, and here we go. Very quick and crisp shifts, of course. I've got it in track mode right now. Even in track mode, the ride isn't as choppy as I would expect, but we're gonna go ahead and put it in sport mode. Of course, this is fast. A very smooth ride though, even in sport mode, for this car being so low to the ground. And it's got the magnetic ride control, and I think that's having a lot to do with how it's handling. Yeah, this is just, it's an amazing machine, it really is. And like I said, even in sport mode, it's a pretty smooth ride. We'll dial it back to tour mode. And like I said, with this one being a Z51 package, it's got the traction management, it's got the magnetic ride control option, it's got everything you're gonna need to really take this thing and put your foot down and let it go all out on the track. And with this one being a 3LT, it's got your, you know, your Bose sound system, your perforated heated cooled leather seats. This one's fully decked out. Just about every option you want on a car, it's on this one. And one thing I will say is, just opening it up out on the interstate, it really does, it drives more like an Italian sports car. It's very tame. It's not like the C7s. The C7s, they they kind of feel faster when you put the pedal down, just because you're thrown back in the seat and there's a lot of movement going on. This just, it accelerates more like a GTR. It just throws you back in the seat and you're just going. There's not a lot of hesitation. There's no sliding from the rear end. It's just instant, crisp power. And the way the transmission is set up, it wants you to just give it to it. It wants you to put your foot down, and it's a great feeling. Even though I haven't really opened it up like I'd like to, it's a great feeling knowing that this car has so much more to it than most people are gonna use, in all honesty. Unless you're taking it to the track, you're not gonna get nearly as much out of it just driving around town. With that being said, coming down this back road, it's quite comfortable. And one thing that this one does have over the C7s is just the seating. It feels so great, and it's actually not hard to get in and out of. Just a great, great car. That's my review of the 2020 Corvette C8 3LT Z51.